Things have not been easy for Zelda since I died. We were close, and she was still a young woman when we were parted, in the prime of her life, almost 30 years ago. A young married woman with so much to live for, and then suddenly alone, without your chosen partner. It makes you wonder, what are the reasons for such things? Zelda was shaken, I know. It's a testimony to the love she had for me, just how shaken she was. But she didn't let it show. Zelda was a brave young woman. And I suppose she'd had time to get used to the idea that I wasn't coming back. Ever.
It's been some time now, hasn't it, Mrs. Fleischmann?
Eine lange Zeit, ja, Rabbi. Sehr lange.
Do you still hold out hope?
What for is life if not hoping?
The Lord gives and the Lord takes away. You and the boy survive. For the young ones, there's the future. Have you thought about the future? Will you return to Germany?
I have thought about it. I will not go back.
You wish to remain here in England?
Yes, I think so.
I think it will be for the best.
Rabbi, do you think Marcus is in heaven?
Our souls fly from the darkness into light. They fly away like birds. The boy...
The rabbi might have seemed a little vague on the subject of heaven, but he was a practical man with a fine practical instinct. There were papers and documents and forms.
Oh, just routine documents that have to be filled in. Now, here you must write your name and your reasons for remaining in England. This is an application for naturalization. The rabbinical...
There was the question of how Zelda would live, and, more important, how she would support her child and provide for its future. The rabbi suggested that Zelda should run a shop.
A small, independent business would provide for you and the child. A small shop that you can manage without working away from home. Such a place can be found. You said in your letter you had some resources.
Yeah.
There was some money, some cash in marks, and some gems I'd put aside early on when I saw how events were moving. The marks? People lit cigarettes with marks. Zelda didn't smoke, bless her, so the marks weren't even that much use.
It is not much. It is all that could be saved.
Jewels?
Gems and some gold melted down from ornaments.
Ich verstehe.
My husband...
Gems are hard, bright, and durable. Gems are the friends of refugees. They are indifferent, even to holocausts.
Reliable man in the business.
Whatever he says, Rabbi, I'm not attached to them.
A suitable shop was soon found, fittings intact. It was dusty and grimy, and it hadn't been used for some years. But it was a shop.
It is a very nice shop, Rabbi. But what shall I sell in it?
You should sell something people want. Something people can't do without. Something that will always be in demand.
Unterwäsche?
Underwear. Fashions in underwear can change. Sweets.
Sweets?
People will always buy sweets, mark my words. People haven't had enough sweets these last few years. They'll want sweet things again.
But I know nothing about sweets.
Sweets are sweets. Do you know, I was reading somewhere. Chocolate was invented by the Incas, or the Aztecs, thousands of years ago. They worshipped chocolate. They even had a god of chocolate, or so I read.
Is that not idolatry?
I'm not suggesting you start a religion, just a sweet shop. I remember the little shop in Mishnah-Grad when I was a boy. What a place it seemed to me at the time. Such a wonderful place. No, you make a start now and soon the trade builds up.
Yes, Rabbi.
For the boy's sake. We must remember the Passover prayer. It will be next year in Jerusalem.
Please God, it will be next year in Jerusalem.
Now, through here is the scullery.
It was next year in Manchester, as it happened, but it was good enough for Zelda and for many like her.
What do you think?
The terminology of the confectionery trade was not easy to grasp at first, but after the boy was settled and asleep, Zelda would sit and practice with her stock lists.
Chocolate, Tragis, sherbet, lemons, liqueur, ice, liqueur ice.
Zelda was always such a quiet woman. I think that's what attracted me to her first, when we met before the war started. It was, how shall I say, a full quietness, as if she understood everything that needed to be understood, and knew that there was no need to comment on everything that happened. She was the opposite to me. I talked and talked, and Zelda smiled. Ah, she knew how to be with a man. A rare gift in this world. We were happy in ourselves.
Neapolitans. Paradise fruits.
Rabbi, do you think Marcus is in heaven?
Our souls fly from the darkness into life, and they fly away like birds.
There's for 16. Here. There's for 17. Here. There's for 18. There's for 18. Here. The doses have to be finished by 9:45. The equipment should be washed out.
So the rabbi hedged about the question of heaven and said something about birds flying off into darkness. If only it were that simple. But the rabbi spoke truer than he knew. It's just that birds come later. I'm a monkey. I won't go into details. I'm a fairly harmless, small sort of monkey. I could have wished to be a gorilla, but one doesn't seem to have any say in the matter, unless there is a thematic connection between the man you were and the monkey you become. I was not a big or aggressive sort of man, and I've become a run-of-the-mill sort of monkey. There are monkeys on their way up, and there are monkeys on their way down. I'm a monkey on my way down. I shall eventually descend the rungs of the animal hierarchy until I become the most fundamental sort of organism there is, an amoeba or something. It's a question of adapting, of becoming. Or should I say, it's meant to be.
Dirty pipette. Sir. You're responsible for the maintenance of this equipment.
People seem to imagine that human beings just arrive, flying out of the darkness into the womb, fully equipped to be human. Not so. They all work their way up the evolutionary ladder, and when their time comes, they go back down, unless they are interfered with. In the normal course of events, I would be swinging from the branch of a tree, uttering only my primal feelings. But the unlearning process has been artificially slowed down in me, and I'm still able to shape a thought or two. But while my mental faculties have survived intact, I can't move a muscle of my monkey body. If I try to turn my head an inch, I get a terrible stabbing pain in my neck.
Pay attention. This is how you do the doses. You take a pipette, a clean pipette, and measure 5 milliliters.
Zelda memorized as much of her stock list as she could, filled the till with change, still a foreign currency for her, and opened her shop for its first day of business.
How much are the sherbet lemons?
The sherbet lemons. Ich glaube, die waren hier auf der zweiten
No,
Seite.
never mind about them.
They are 4 pence.
No, I said never mind about them. I fancy a soft centre. Now, what soft centres have you got?
Soft centers?
Pear drops. Give me pear drops.
Pear drops. Pear drops. Wo habe ich denn die pear drops?
Second shelf, third from the end.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I have just a quarter of those. And then I'll have something else. It's also difficult when you've got the coupons to think about as well. I think I'll have a stick of licorice round it.
Licorice?
Licorice.
Licorice.
Peanut butter. What's yours?
I beg your pardon?
What's in your sandwiches?
Tongue.
The tongue of what? It's funny. I've been vegetarian since I started here. I used to like my meat.
The main difference between men and monkeys, I've discovered, is physical. The ligaments in a monkey's body are stretched very much more tautly than those of a man. Hence the greater agility of the monkey.
Time for the doses.
I talk of agility. I know more about my body from the technicians who walk and talk around me than I know from experience. Apart from a mild sensation when I pass water into a tube, and the sickness and vomiting from the drugs and the food, I have no experience of my body, except my hearing, my senses. I have very keen senses. But for passing the time, I depend more and more on my old human powers of thought and reasoning. It's funny, I was never this much of a philosopher when I was a man.
You know, I've been wondering why I wanted to do technology.
Oh, yes?
Why did you?
I wanted to improve life.
What, monkey life?
Human life.
Well, I suppose it's natural to want to improve your own life.
I didn't mean my life, I meant human life generally.
Ah, but you enjoy it. Your work.
Enjoyment doesn't come into methodology.
But you do get enjoyment. You don't hate it.
I enjoy it.
Yes, I thought you did. You know, sometimes I think...
If you did less thinking and more working...
By virtue of hard work, keeping long hours till late at night, Zelda's shop began to do reasonably well.
Evening, Mrs. Fletcher.
Good evening, Mrs. Dexter.
Have you heard? No more coupons.
Yes, I had an official letter.
Oh, it's something to celebrate. Any excuse, eh? I'll have a box of marshmallows. And, oh, yes, and I'll have a quart of fruit drops, 2 barley sugars, a bar of chocolate cream, and some nut crunch. Oh, no, wait a minute. Our Sam gets ratty if I crunch when he's listening to the wireless. He says it spoils his concentration. I'll have, give me a box of glassy fruits instead of the nut crunch.
Also from the fruit box of marshmallows, 2 sticks of barley sugar. Did you say chocolate cream?
That's it. Oh, and the glassy fruits. Oh, is that your little boy?
He doesn't sleep so good.
Oh, they don't at that age.
That's 3 and 8, please.
It's not unusual. Mine never was the same, you know. I wouldn't worry about it. What you have to do is you give them a dummy to suck, and then when they're too old for that, a gobstopper will shut them up.
Yes, I had better go in there.
Oh, it's all go, indeed.
The boy was not a good sleeper. It's normal enough in young children. Zelda would often have to sit with him and soothe him back to sleep after a bad dream. But she found that one of her woolen pullovers, stretched over the plastic frame with "True Fit Brassiere" written in florid script across the base, placed by the little boy's bedside, would reassure him if he woke at night while Zelda was away in the shop or filling in her order forms. It was only a little thing, but for a woman alone with a child and a business to run, it was a great help. Zelda knew how right she was never to throw things away. She always had that snapshot of me on the mantelpiece, all the years the boy was growing up. She must have seen it often, because she kept pins and odd buttons for the boy's clothes in a little dish beside it. The photograph had gone brown over the years, fading a little with the memories that went with it. Her memories of me were so mixed with the good and the terrible. Sometimes in the night a sharp cry from her room would wake the boy. But the war was fading into history. And the confectionery trade was picking up briskly. Soon the travelling salesmen were offering her more than sherbet lemons.
Of candy fruits.
Oh, 3 will do. They go off in the heat.
Right, yeah. 3 it is. Now, what about licorice sticks?
1 box.
Ah, now there's an offer on the new white chocolate bar. Now you want a lot of them. There's advertising.
Mama?
Hello there, Nipper. My, you're growing up at a rate of knots.
Go inside, Bubbler. Mummy won't be long.
Off your trot then, Sonny Jim. That's a ticket. Fine young man you got there, Mrs. Fletcher. Quite the little trooper.
White chocolate bars.
I'll take a box and see how they go.
Have you thought any more about what I said last time round? The special once-only offer?
Mr. Henderson.
No, I was perfectly serious, Mrs. Fletcher. Don't get me wrong.
Then it was kind of you, but no.
You're saying no, are you, Mrs. F? Turning me down.
Would not put it like that, Mr. Henderson. It is not that I have anything personally against you. It was a very thoughtful thing that you said, a kind thing to offer.
Well, I was thinking of the little trooper and his future, but, well, you're not an unattractive woman.
I'd rather not discuss it anymore, Mr. Henderson. Can you put me down for a jar of bull's eyes, please?
Jar of bull's eyes it is, Mrs. Fletcher.
All in all, she must have received a dozen offers from sweet and confectionery travellers with an eye on a retail outlet of their own. But remarrying never entered Zelda's mind, of that I'm quite sure. She had drawn her straw in marriage as in life, and it had proved to be a short one. I appreciate it for my part. It cannot be easy to watch your wife, your chosen partner in life, settle down in the marital home with a traveller in humbugs. She was not that kind of woman, my Zelda.
So?
Days for 17.
Yeah.
Days for 18.
Yeah.
Right. Now check the catheters. Come on, Ben. Chris, there's a lot to do.
See this monkey over here?
Which monkey?
17.
What about him?
Well, there's something about it. It seems... Well, it's the way its eyes follow you across the room.
In time, the boy started at school. He mixed with other children for the first time. He played with the bricks and the toys as contentedly as other children, and came home excited and tired as other children. If no one came into the shop for a few minutes, Zelda would read a story.
Go to sleep now, Bubble.
Mama,
Yes?
where's Daddy? At school they said I should have a daddy.
You do have a daddy. Everybody has a daddy. And a mummy.
Where's my daddy?
Your daddy isn't here anymore.
Where is he?
He's dead, Bubble.
What's Dad?
It means he isn't here anymore.
Where is he?
He isn't anywhere. That's what Dad means.
He must be somewhere. That's rubbish.
It means he is with God.
You go to sleep now.
I'm not being ridiculous. There's something about it.
You're being very unscientific, subjective.
Look how its eyes move from speaker to speaker. It knows when you're talking about it.
It's only a monkey, Benquist.
Save a fortune in research time. A talking monkey.
If verbal accounts were any use, we'd use humans. Get the feeds ready, will you? And to check the electrodes on number 11.
There was one thing that Zelda was always very careful about.
Mama peel you a nice apple. You like apple? Mama take out all the pips and cut the skin off.
Mama, what are the pips?
So
Zelda was concerned that the boy should not be corrupted, morally or dentally, by the circumstances of being brought up in a sweet shop. She adopted a very lofty attitude towards confectionery. She sold it, and she clothed and fed the boy on the proceeds, but she didn't have to approve of it. The boy was virtually weaned on peeled apple.
there's the shop. You eat your apple. Go on. Nice apple. Good afternoon, Mrs. Wagstaff.
Oh, Mrs. Fletcher, I can hardly speak. 6 fillings at dentist's.
Oh,
Horrible.
dear Mrs. Wagstaff. 6.
Oh, and I had such trouble with our Neville and all. I had to promise him some treacle toffee to shut him up.
Treacle toffee?
Honestly, that dentist...
Had I been alive at the time, I might, in my talkative way, have pointed out to Zelda the hypocrisy of her attitude to confectionery. But she'd have shrugged her shoulders, said not a word, but with her silence demolished the fragile fabric of a wordy moral argument. Zelda always seemed to know what things were worth discussing and what things weren't.
Oh, yes, I want a nice half-pound box of milk chocolates. It's my sister's birthday. She likes milk.
Mama? Oh, hush now, Bubble. Mama's busy. That's 4 and 6pence, please.
Oh, isn't life getting dear?
Yes, thank you.
Still, so long as you're getting paid, eh?
6pence change, thank you.
Oh, well, be seeing you then.
Yes.
Mama,
Yes, Bubble?
can I have some treacle toffee?
Treacle toffee?
By the time he was 11, the boy, who had grown up with boxes of chocolate bars and bags of sweets piled up all around him, was incapable of letting a piece of confectionery pass his lips. Instead, he was addicted to peeled apple.
Mom, where's my apple?
It's on the table. So, why don't you say hello to Mrs. Wagstaff instead of pushing past her?
I don't like Mrs. Wagstaff, and there's still a pip in this apple.
So, take it out. It won't kill you. Boys, have you got homework?
Yes.
Well, you do your homework.
The boy got his 11+ examination without difficulty. It was no surprise to him, and it was probably no surprise to Zelda, but she was overjoyed all the same. At that time, I was in a little box with a hole. In front of the hole was a bar, and I had to press the bar to get a little piece of food down the hole. Usually it was a piece of apple. Sometimes I'd press the bar and I'd get the apple. Sometimes I'd press the bar and get nothing. Sometimes I'd have to press this bar half a dozen times before I'd get this one tiny piece of food. No one ever came to fix the bar. Now they give me my food through a tube. I don't know what it is. It goes straight into my body and straight out
the supper
again.
tube. Here you are. There now. Bon appetit.
Talking to them now, Binkhurst? Do you think they enjoy conversation?
I like talking to them. They cheep, jerk, cock their heads at me. Not this one, though. This one just stares out through me.
This is the one you think is almost human, isn't it? Has he said anything to you on the subject?
I try not to look at them when they press their faces into mine. I try not to focus on them in any way. To my monkey ear, their voices sound slow and strange, like the sound of a slug crawling down the string of a cello.
Animals don't have feelings.
Nor do some humans. What does that make you?
So the boy was growing up. He had his adult teeth, and Zelda was to be thanked that they were good, healthy teeth. He was on his way to manhood, and the time had come for him to cast aside certain childish
Where
things.
is it?
I took it away.
Why?
A young man you are, not a baby. Young men don't sleep with dummies by their bed.
I liked it.
I have thrown it away. There's a parcel for you on the table.
What is it?
Open it and see.
A cricket bat.
Is it all right?
It's a real one. A willow one.
I don't know. I just asked them for a cricket racket or whatever it is you hit the ball with. Is it the right size? They said the size was important. They asked, how tall is your son? So I said he is tall already.
It's smashing.
Oh, well, make sure it's only smashing outside. Don't want you smashing anything in here, is it?
You have to put linseed oil on it before you can
The
use
boy
it.
wasn't much good at cricket. A difficult game, I believe, to be good at.
Linseed oil. For the wood.
I wasn't so good at games myself, and I dare say he took after me. But he made up for not being good at it by not letting other boys play with his willow bat.
There's Fletcher with his bat. Hey, Fletcher, use your bat. What do you mean? Come here. His name's not Fletcher. Ah, Fletcher, your name's not Fletcher. His name's Fleischmann. Ah, Fleischmann.
Vogele? What happened? Mein Gott, your face, what's happened to you?
I fell over.
You don't get so dirty just from falling over. Let
They
me look
called
at you.
me names. They said my name was infected. They said
Who-
it was Fleischmann.
Who
They
called you
surrounded
names?
me and called me names.
Who was it, Vogele?
They said my name was infection. They said it was Fleischmann.
Oh, Vogele. Oh, at least let me clean your knees, Vogele.
Fleischmann. 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 Come on, that's it. Get football. Just wait till tomorrow.
I was reared in a wire cage at the back of the laboratory. I was fed fruit scraps and pulped cereal. In the cage with me was a big female monkey. I called the big female my mother because she chewed up scraps of apple and fed them to me. When the pink faces of the humans pressed up against the cage front and frightened me, I hid in the broad, furry lap of the mother monkey. She shared all her food with me, and I slept in her fur. One night she was taken away. I cowered in the corner of the cage with nowhere to hide. And in the morning, something was put into my cage and propped up in the corner where I had lain all night. It was wooden and had a sort of face painted on it, just a couple of blobs for eyes and a gash for a mouth. It smelt of my mother monkey. The faces came and watched me. Finally, I hid from them in the wooden thing they'd put into my cage. It had fur stuck to it. The fur came from my mother monkey, smelt of her, and I knew when I smelt it that they had killed her that night.
Listen, Benquist, if you don't understand the research program, why did you take the job in the first place?
Look, let me get this straight. We use monkeys because they closely resemble Homo sapiens, right?
Yes.
But if I say that number 17 looks almost human, you go red in the face and look as though you're about to burst a jugular capillary.
I am not about to burst anything.
This technician is a third-rate scientist, but he's on his way to becoming a first-rate subversive. However, what the boy lacked in sheer muscle and in social finesse, he more than made up for in the examination room.
Got his exam results today. 8 ones and a 2.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, he's hoping to go to the university.
That'll be nice.
How's your boy?
Neville. Oh, I can't do nothing with that one. His probation officer can't make him out either.
That's 1 6/10. Thank you.
Still, you do your best, don't you?
What can you do? 6 change, thank you.
Thank you. I'm off down the bingo tonight. Why don't you come to the bingo, Mrs. Fletcher? You'll enjoy yourself.
Bingo? Me?
Oh, go on. You'd enjoy the bingo, why don't you?
Oh, but who would mind the shop?
Your boy could mind the shop.
Oh, no, he's not interested in sweets. Besides, he has his studying. It is better that he should study. Anyway, I don't like games. I'm not one for games.
Zelda had been a great one for games. We met at a canasta tournament. She was a great canasta player, everybody said. I wasn't bad myself. And when I teamed up with Zelda, we were unbeatable. People wouldn't play with us, we were so good at canasta. But I don't think Zelda played another game of cards after I passed on.
You don't know anything about what's going on in the next lab?
Yes, I do.
Not supposed to.
I went in to borrow a requisition pad. There was a lab program synopsis on the bench by the sink. It said secret. So I read it.
If anyone found out that you'd found out...
Why are they doing it?
What?
Developing viruses like that.
Our national enemies may be developing anti-personnel viruses.
I suppose our enemies are doing it in case we were doing it.
You don't know anything about it. Hold that pipette steady.
What do they tell the public?
It's a research project for the Ministry of Health. What do you do with those pipettes? They were all covered with spittle again when I checked the equipment.
I play blow football with one of the monkeys.
One night, that young technician is going to steal into the laboratory here with a scientific instrument closely resembling a blunt piece of lead piping, and he's going to wreck all the equipment and liberate all the monkeys, each of whom will drop dead the moment it's unhooked from the tubes. Monkeys on their way up the scale will proceed to human existence, distorted in God knows how many ways by their experiences in this monkey Auschwitz. Monkeys like myself, monkeys on their way down, will heave a sigh of relief and drop a rung in the evolutionary scale. The next stage must be birds, unlearning manual skills and replacing them with flight, long, liberating flight. I'm hoping to become a tawny owl. The boy had no difficulty getting a place at university. Zelda tried to understand the procedures and the rigmaroles of the educational system in which her boy was so spectacularly successful.
Where's my apple?
Look what came for you in the second post.
Probably my results.
Probably your results. So, open it before I have heart failure.
There.
Where? What?
3 A's.
That's good.
Of course it's good.
3 A's. Just think. I am so proud. 3 A's. What was it the university said in their letter that you had to get?
3 E's.
But you didn't get 3 E's. You said you got 3 A's.
That's right.
And 3 A's is still good?
Of course it's good.
I'm getting old. I'm not young like you. So, they offer you 3 E's, is that it? But you get 3 A's, but it's still all right?
They offer you low grades because they think you do well and get high grades. If they thought you get low grades, they offer you only high grades.
These are university people?
You don't understand.
You're telling me I don't understand. Maths.
Zelda bought him things he needed for his new life away from home. And she braced herself for a life alone among the sweet jars.
Grade A. I've peeled an apple for your journey. It is in the top of your case in a piece of greaseproof, and there are some fish cakes, some
I shan't
cookies.
want anything on the journey.
Oh, you never know. Why do you want to take that thing with you?
I want to.
But what for?
I want to.
Okay. So, you are all ready for your big day.
It's not my big day.
All right, so you're all ready for your little day. Let me look at you. Would have been proud. Such an education he never had.
What sort of education did he have?
The usual sort of education we had in those days. No education. Never mind. What's past is past.
Zelda didn't talk much about me to the boy.
I see you at the end of term.
I think perhaps it hurt Zelda to talk about the old days. It wasn't lack of feeling that made her edge round the subject. It was rather depth of feeling. I think so.
Not so much to ask.
There's a lot of work to do. I shall be busy.
Never mind busy. Just do as I ask and write.
I haven't even got there yet.
So, this man from the council came round, and I said to him, since my son passed on...
Inside her little shop, her hair greying into white, Zelda saw little of the changes in the world outside.
And some fruit drops. Yet there's one thing about having false teeth. You can chew a bit of nugget. Anyway, this man from the council...
Zelda was a good woman. Such a good woman. I could have wished to grow old with her, sit with her and have her sit with me, without talking perhaps, but company for each other in the twilight of life. But what good is wishing? Animals don't have wishes. She had the boy at home on his last holiday.
What's that you are doing, Boobele?
I do wish you'd stop calling me that.
Tell me what you are doing.
You wouldn't understand.
So I wouldn't understand? So, tell me, what's the drawing about?
It's a cross-section of a rat's ovary.
I see. Boy can't show his mother a picture of an ovary because she wouldn't understand. What a world.
The boy worked hard at his studies. Did he work hard because his father was dead and he had his aging mother to look after? Or did he work hard because he wanted to do something for mankind with his career? I'm not sure why people do the things they do. If you asked Zelda, she'd shrug and say, "The boy works hard. What more do you want?" What more do I want? I'd like to understand the boy I never knew. A young man, remember, is just a monkey on his way up, reaching out for the peak of his powers before he starts the long, slow descent back down the scale.
1 box of dairy milk.
The boy got his degree, first class, of course, and went on.
10p and 20p now. No more 6p bar.
Oh, this new money. I had just got used to the old money. But 5p isn't the same as 6p. 5p is a shilling. Shilling bar of chocolate.
It's called decimalisation.
I have another word for it.
Me and all, still. Now, what about penguins? There's a bumper offer on penguins. Gross and over.
What would I do with gross penguins?
The rabbi had told Zelda that sweets never went out of fashion.
Oh,
And there was truth in what he
I'll take a
said.
box of licorice salt.
But while sweets might not go out of fashion, sweet shops do. People living 20 floors up in the sky don't pop into the corner shop like they did. And there were the new supermarkets to compete with.
I'll take a jar
Who
of
wants to
mint
buy their
infused.
confectionery from a slow old woman with a foreign accent in a dowdy corner shop?
How's that boy of yours?
He's at the university.
Still?
He's doing the research. Soon he will be a PhD.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. PhD. Sounds all right.
A doctor.
Well, there's money in that.
A doctor of philosophy. That's PhD.
All right, being a doctor. They make a few bob. All right. Let's get on.
The boy got his PhD, and he got a job. He explained that he wouldn't be home very often, and Zelda sat and pretended she was listening. But by now, most of her attention had wandered back to the times gone by, to the distant springs and summers of our youth, when we were just setting out on our life. We looked into the future, but who can tell the places that life will take you
They're
to?
anxious to get off the ground.
Get off the ground? What is it? A job or an aeroplane? Never mind. An old woman jokes.
I can't tell you any more about it. I've had to sign the Official Secrets Act.
Your job is an official secret.
It's normal in government work of this kind. Anyway, I can't discuss it. You can go to prison for breaking the Official Secrets Act.
I never heard of anybody being sent to prison for speaking to his mother. That I never heard of. Never mind.
I'm on probation for the first 6 months.
Probation? Mrs. Wagstaff's boy was on probation for shoplifting. What are you saying you are on probation?
Not that sort of probation.
I should hope not that sort. That boy. He's in a prison now.
Probation for my job. Oh, never mind.
But they've only been through with government said. You should be working for one, so you can't discuss it.
The prospects are good for a early promotion. They like my qualifications. It's a question of proving myself.
You can't tell your own mother what sort of a job you're doing.
Dirty pipette. Dirty beaker. You're responsible for keeping them clean. Look at this, all covered with spittle. Dirty neck. What? Look at the neck of this flask and the rim of this beaker.
One of the monkeys must be wearing lipstick.
A monkey in my situation is in a position to draw some general conclusions about the way affairs are going between man and his neighbors on the evolutionary ladder. I strongly suspect that my own chances of progressing smoothly back down the way I'd come are getting slimmer with each day I spend in this infernal laboratory. I've no desire to be a fully articulate and philosophical earthworm, all my human faculties intact, looking up and wondering whose foot was about to squash me into the next stage of my dissolution. I yearn for my departure from this torment. I long for my dissolution into the green sea and the blue sky. I ache for forgetfulness, to combine with the clear air, to wash down through the earth with the rain. I long for these things. I try not to see the faces of the white-coated idiots who come to peer and stick needles in my flesh. I try not to think. I try to be a monkey, wide-eyed and innocent.
Look at 17's
but
eyes.
I've seen too much already.
I think he's crying.
His eyes are watering.
The boy had done well. Hard work had taken him far. The shop had served its purpose, and it had served its last customer. The reps had stopped calling one by one. The boy had suggested that Zelda had a television set for company. He had one delivered. Zelda didn't argue. She didn't want to hurt his feelings. Sometimes she switched it on and looked at the screen and wondered who the people were and what they were doing. She didn't know about changing the channel.
He is a PhD.
And if she had, she wouldn't have seen the point.
He has a good job with the government. They are making him the head of his department, whatever department that may be.
You raise them, you bring them up, and when the time comes, they fly away like birds from the nest. Eh,
I could be a falcon, a high-flying eagle, a stormy petrel. I long for my dissolution. I want to wash away down the nearest gutter.
Mark down delated pupils on the mark side of the daily report sheet. Have you cleaned all the beakers and pipettes?
Yes.
And tidied the printouts?
Yes, I've tidied the printouts.
And marked out the cages? Are they spotless?
What's got into you today?
Today is the ministry inspection. I want everything spotless.
Pity the monkeys don't look too healthy.
That's not the point. Just see that everything's in its right place.
Some might think that this fate, my bloodstream polluted by regular doses for God knows what purpose, is the lot of a subservient animal. I'm a monkey, not a test tube. I should be up a tree, learning to be with the world, like Zelda knew how to be with me when we were young and just married. I remember in the camps, when humans suffered like this, they said we were being treated like animals. But no, we were being treated like humans, like only humans know how to treat each other.
They're on the way. Line up.
This project examines in depth the prolonged effect of a high sugar content diet on the digestion, internal organs, and kidney functions. We use monkeys, of course, because we're closely
Once in a
related.
while, they tour around. I stare at the light and try not to see them. I think of Zelda. Zelda is dying.
Your precious number 17. I hope its jar is clean for your sake, Pinquist. Dr. Fletcher can't stand monkey droppings on the bench visit on inspection.
Dr. Fletcher? Oh, I've heard of him. They say his mother runs a sweet shop.
We can take this animal to illustrate what I said about cardiac degeneration. Swab down number 17, would you, Mr. Foster?
They say his name isn't Fletcher at all. It's Fleischmann or something.
My eyes, my ears, my every monkey sense tells me when someone walks by the door, when a noise is made in the next laboratory, when an animal half a mile away across the compound shrieks or trembles with fear. Now they are close to me. I try not to see them. I long for my dissolution into the sea, the sky, the sun.
Open the chest and show you the coronary artery.
Last time in the camps, I died like an animal, without seeing the hand that killed me.
What happens in our digestive processes?
Who's that?
I use my key.
I must have dozed off. I wasn't expecting you. You should have said.
Oh, I've been very busy. Ministry inspections all week.
So, let me look at you.
I think it went well. I've got something for you.
For me?
Present.
A present? Ah, such a size. What can it be?
The budgerigar.
A bird?
I thought it'd be company for you. I shan't be able to get over every week if this new post comes through.
Budgerigar. That's what you said?
Yes, they talk if you teach them. I bought a stand for the cage.
Well, it's a nice thing, a nice thought. Thank you very much.
I brought them from the laboratory breeding centre. We use them for tests. See them hop about. Cheerful little thing.
Oh, be careful. Don't open the cage.
Oh, it's all right. Won't come out, see? Frightened to come out. They're cage-reared, you see.
So, close it. Go on.
I'll put them up by the television. Might learn a few words. So, right.
Oh, you must want something to eat. I've got a piece
No,
of fish.
no, mustn't stay. I just thought I'd drop in.
A cup of tea.
No, really, I must go.
But take an apple.
So I'll see you soon, after the end of next week. Got a very busy schedule. Well, bye.
Mind how you go. Thank you for the bird. Budgerigar. Company.
I was hoping for the sky, the tall trees, to be a falcon or a tawny owl.
Words. What words can you teach a bird?
So, at least I'm used to cages. Cages I have lived in before.
So, a bird. Let it sing. It can sing me to sleep.
Next time, the sky and the tall trees. I'm back with Zelda. God is good.